we're going to discuss the lore that takes place in Smile and Smile 2, and we're going to see if we can answer this guy's question here today.
Blood, gore, blood, gore, got it, getting everything you want and more. You choose.
Alright, so let's talk about the lore behind Smile 1 and essentially Smile 2. Was hoping we'd get a few more questions answered in Smile 2, but it's kind of the same lore again and again. So, all that we know in this case is that a person is controlled by an entity, and this entity will then commit suicide. This person will kill themselves in front of one person, and this curse, so to say, will pass on to that next person, and that next person will then kind of have like days that lead up and kind of get more intensified as time goes on. And we know that the earliest a person has died in this curse is 4 days, and the longest anybody has ever lived with it is 7 days. There is talk in the first movie of one guy who did kill somebody else in the presence of someone, and that passed the curse off from them onto that person who witnessed them do the murder. So therefore they were able to survive this curse, but in the end 99% of people who have gotten this curse have all died because of it. So it's not an easy curse to survive. It is kind of similar to like The Ring. You watch the film, 7 days later, you die. It follows, you have sex, you die. It's a lot of these same curse things. And in that question, they asked if this is a real demon or if it was created. And I've seen people who say this is not a demon at all. That this is just kind of all inside of the character's head, and it's the trauma that they're going through. But there is a small little tidbit of it that makes me think that it is not all in the person's head, and a small little picture from a scene in Smile 2 that does make me think that this is linked to an actual demon. So, as we know, like I said, from the lore of these ones, it's pretty simple, it's pretty easy. You see someone get murdered, you then inherit this entity, curse, demon, and then you have 4 days at the least, 7 days at the most. So now I want to kind of link into what I think it is and kind of also why I do think it's a demon. The 4th day, the earliest it can die, is commonly the number 4 is linked with Lucifer, as he was the 4th angel. So therefore, that kind of makes sense. And then the number 7 links to the 7th circle of hell, which is also the suicide area for people who have committed suicide or done self-harm, things of that nature, all end up in the 7th circle of hell, which links to the 7th day. So, my demon, my choice of who I believe this is Aleister. So, Aleister is a demon that supposedly conducts the most heinous and depraved, unbearably cruel acts in all of the pits of hell. He has been linked to in some novelizations as a curse, usually to a family that has done some wrongdoing, but it is still a curse. I do think that they took kind of bits and pieces from different elements of this said demon, and that they made it part of it. So him being linked to curses, this is a curse in it's of itself. Him being a demon that conducts the most heinous crimes, we don't see a lot in Smile 1 in that sense. Smile 2 does get a little bit more depraved, a lot more bloodshed, gore, things of that nature that kind of lend itself this way. The main reasons why I was thinking Aleister, it's depicted that he delivers pain and torture, not just physically, but also mentally, and loves to stress people out. And he likes, the more that he does, the happier that he is, creating that smile effect. And that he likes to relish in the torture, so it's not something that he wants to come in, get out, get done, goodbye. He likes to kind of fester and manifest it. So that's where you get like day 1, things might seem a little off. Day 2, things kind of ramp up a little bit more. And you just see that through the psychological pattern that he's going through somebody who's already kind of gone through trauma, so their mind is easier to kind of manipulate. And he just keeps manipulating that mind, showing them people they know, then becoming the smile-looking demon. On top of that, you also have the fact that you keep seeing these gruesome images. Sometimes you're killing people. Like in the first one, you're giving the cat to the kid. You're kind of pushing the family away. He's using these manipulative tricks to make it so that you're isolated and you're alone, so that he can then get inside you to then create the ultimate sin, which is committing suicide, which takes you to that 7th circle of hell by day 7. The number 4 linking to Lucifer also makes sense because Lucifer handpicked Aleister himself to be by his side as one of his archdemons, thanks to how cruel and how intelligent he was. And then the one link that I saw that kind of made sense to me is, I'll show the picture up here again. It's the best image I could get, so sorry, it's not great, but they don't have a lot of them on the internet yet, and the movie just came out. So, but you'll see behind the main star's actor's ear, she has a tattoo, and it's a picture of a demon with wings. So, Aleister is in charge of a group of demons underneath him, known as the Malebranche. And what these demons do is they actually work for Aleister, and they protect the 8th circle of hell. And in the 8th circle of hell is where kind of fallen souls have gone and stuff like that. So he's killing people in what is considered the 7th circle of hell. And then he's kind of, I feel like, recruiting them, because in images and depictions, these Malebranche are demons that are sprouting these wings because they have to be able to fly to keep people pushed beneath this lake pit that they have in order to control them and keep them where they are. So that's my thoughts. I think the demon is based off of Aleister because the manipulation, the fact that he tries to get you to commit sins. He is known for both physically harming you, but also emotionally harming you. And by getting you to kill yourself, which it is him entering you, so you do it, your soul then gets trapped down in the 7th circle of hell. And then some of you guys will be recruited to become his arch little army down there to help protect things. Let me know in the comments what you think. If there's another video you want me to also dissect and see if I can figure out who the demon is, just let me know. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And until the next one, guys, rest in peace.